Good afternoon and welcome back to the senior divisional heats here for us at the Real Estate Institute of New South Wales. It's a pleasure to be with you, joining you for the last segment of our competition here today as we watch and embark on the journey of our four final contestants taking us through this afternoon. It gives me great pleasure. Our next contestant, Mr. Stuart Ritchie from McGrath Estate Agency, started off in the novice auctioneering competition. He moved through then to, of course, become a full-time auctioneer with McGrath Estate Agents and won Auctioneer of the Year for 2 years in a row from 2016 and onwards. He then placed as a finalist in the senior comp with us here at the Real Estate Institute of New South Wales in 2017-18, where he then competed in the Australasians down in Melbourne, and then of course backed it up again as a finalist last year here with us in 2019. Back again, it gives me great pleasure to welcome him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Stuart Ritchie, McGrath Estate Agents.
In 1980, my father purchased a three-level terrace just a few blocks from here in Cooper Street as an office for his freight forwarding business. He paid $125,000 and told me that back then they couldn't give these terraces away. He said the area was generally industrial, grey and dull. Well, fast forward 4 decades and we find ourselves in one of the most cosmopolitan areas that Sydney has to offer. Today we give you the chance to join this vibrant community by purchasing one of these now highly sought after terrace homes. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. Stuart Ritchie is my name. I proudly represent the agency, in particular our lead agent Peter Perry, who's responsible for bringing us all together for the auction of 18 Nichols Street, Surrey Hills. The centrepiece of our documentation today is our contract for sale. It notes the property's legal address as lot number 4 in deposited plan 535146. It lists extensive inclusions, notes that a 10% deposit will be required and states that the property will be vacant at settlement, which will take place on the 11th of August this year. And next to the contract we do see our certificate of title, sewage diagram and planning certificate confirming the all-important B4 mixed use zoning. Now, if you're successful at today's auction, we'll have you sign this contract and pay the deposit. If for any reason you or our vendors are unable to sign, then I will sign on your behalf and the property will remain at the risk of the seller until settlement occurs. Now, to be that successful buyer, you must be registered, whether it be with us here in person or of course online through Auction Live, and show your bidder's card when placing a bid. You can have somebody bid on your behalf, you just need to provide me with a written authority that allows them to do so. Excitedly, our highest bidder will be the new owner, subject to our reserve price being reached. Now, I've been given that reserve by our owner, and in my opinion, it really does confirm her commitment to sell the property at auction today. Now, as auctioneer, I can bid once on her behalf. If I do, I will nominate it as a vendor's bid. I also let you know that I don't have to accept any bid that I deem not to be in her best interest. Finally, I'd encourage you to bid often and bid early, as I cannot accept any bids after the fall of the hammer. Finally, there are no cooling off rights when buying at auction. Put simply, you are bidding to buy the home. Now, I understand that Peter has addressed several queries throughout the campaign, but if there are any last minute questions, well, now would be an appropriate time. Any questions? Yes, sir.
Mr. Auctioneer, I'm concerned about everything that has been happening with coronavirus. What will happen if the current owner contracts COVID-19 around settlement and is unable to vacate the property due to being quarantined?
Well, thank you very much for your question there, sir. A reasonable one, though. I think we'd all agree, a lot of positivity, particularly around Sydney at the moment in regard to our coronavirus. Now, look, in terms of the contract, it is a special condition 5.1 that you need to be directed to here. Now, what that states is that at settlement, if it's not the fault, of course, of either party, the alternate party can give 14 days notice of rescission. That's a notice to complete, at which time they must get that done. Equally speaking, earlier in the piece, the government certainly did give some guidelines around the fact that people were still able to move around during that time. So little doubt for me we'd be able to find an acceptable solution for you there. So good luck today. Any other questions? Perhaps later. It was only 2 weeks ago that we sold our unrenovated Surrey Hills Terrace for over $1.8 million. That's some 15 times what my father paid back in 1980. An astute investment, I'm sure you would agree. The reasons that Surrey Hills continues to enjoy such exceptional capital growth, well, they're many and varied, from its city fringe location, beautiful local parks, boutique shopping and galleries, of course, to multiple public transport options, including the light rail. But in my opinion, it's more about the people that call the area home. Around Surrey Hills, you see more skateboards than prams. You see more walking leads than walking sticks. This is a lively community that's full of artists, hipsters, and young professionals. A haven for food lovers, it is home to some of Sydney's very best eateries and licensed venues, whether it be the Burke Street Bakery, a famous $10 schnitzel at Shakespeare's, or a cold beverage on the balcony of the Clock. Dining, of course, will Chin Chin, Toko, and the winery, to name but a few. Invariably, though, all meals finish by joining the queue for the world's best gelato at Messina. The good news for you, your trip home to 18 Nichols Street is a leisurely one-cone stroll. This stunning residence has everything you could want from the quintessential Surrey Hills Terrace, oozing with character but with the modern conveniences. It is the perfect combination of old and new. Soaring 3-metre ornate ceilings, polished timber floors, stunning fireplace there for you as well. Contrast with a sleek stone kitchen and modern bifold doors opening through to your east-facing private terrace. Open plan living on the ground floor, well, it's complemented with 3 bedrooms of accommodation on the upper levels, including your bright, airy master suite, access to your full-width balcony via delightful French doors. This is your chance to buy today and move in with nothing to do but enjoy this dynamic Surrey Hills lifestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, will it be your family looking back decades from today at the astute purchase that you made? Buyers, I'm in your hand now, calling simply for an opening bid or offer. Where do we start? Where do we go?
1.15.
150, sir. Bidder number 1, thank you very much. At 1,150,000, ambitious start, sir, but we start with you there. Bidder number 4 at $1.2 million straight back. Against you in the hat there, sir, at 1.2 I have. Do we nudge it straight to 1.25? Surely from here. At 1,200,000, I bid you away. First opportunity, looking for just $1.25 million in the rise. Second time at 1.2, welcome in your card if you wouldn't mind for me, sir. Yeah, got you there. Bidder number 7, 1, 2 and 50. 3 in the bidding at 1.3. Thank you there at 1.3. I have in 50 now.
Yep.
At 1.3 and 50 bid 1.4 back in front at 1,400,000 to bid and 25. Why not? Sure you don't want to keep it in 50s from here? At 1.4 and 25, the lady holds a bid at 1.425.
Make it 1.475.
1.475. 50 on the rise. Good move, sir. Well done. You'll actually make it 1.5 and 25. Well done. Meet strength with strength. At 1.5 and 25, I bid you away. Who's got better above just 1,525,000? Do we go 50 more to 75 here, sir? At 1.5 and 25, first time of calling it 1.525, ladies offer. Second time at just 1.5 and 25, anything better, bid third, final chance, or we'll sign it, finished and done. Guys, I'm not going to delay. I'm going to take the 50,000 on top on behalf of the vendor bid at 1.5 and 75. That's a bid with me on behalf of the seller.
I'll bid 1.62.
1.620. Got you there at 1.6 and 20. Back in front, the opening bidder in the hat. 1.6 and 20, just 5,000. 1.6 and 25. Back in front with the lady, 27. At 1.627 the bid. At 1.6 and 27 at 32. At 1.632. 32 be 35. 1.6 and 35.
Online bid 2.
What's this registered there, sir? 1.6 and 35, sir. You're holding the bid at 1.635. What was your bid, sir?
Online bid 2.
And that bid is registered? Yes, 1.6. Well, someone's able to bid on the internet, sir. We're live streaming today's auction. So 1.635 is the bid. Absolutely registered legal. Got the card there. 37 bid 47. Good move. At 1.647, I have welcome you back online. 10,000 on top. Was it 57? At 1.6 and 57
Online
the
bid 3.
57, 60, 1.6 and 60. Who's got better buyers? Above 1,660,000 the bid is online, and welcome to our online bidders. At 1.6 and 60 bid. First opportunity at 1.660. Second time at 1.6 and 60. Surely I bring you back here. Third and final chance. It's online at $1,660,000. Buy surely we do better than this. Well, I make it very clear. Offer you finality. We're going to sell it today. If there's no better bidder, no better offer.
2.5.
At the moment, our buyer is online at 162.5 back in front, sir. Why wouldn't you? And 2 as well. 2.5 takes me to 5. At 1,665. At 167.5. 1,667.5 I have. Round it up to 70 if you like it better there, sir. At 1,667,500 the bid once. 1,667,500 the bid now twice. Any advance above 1,667,500 bid third final chance.
1,000.
1,000, all right, 68.5. Is it 69.5, sir? Just 1,000 more, 69.5. 3, is it? 72.5. At 1,672.5, also 3. 1,073.5. Okay, 1,673,500 the bid. You don't want to miss this one. Have another go.
15 grand, but it's my last.
How many, sir?
15.
Righto. So we had 67.5. 67.5. Then we went up and we got 15 on top. Just confirm for me, sir, is that right? You're 1,667,500?
My bid was 1,000.
$1,000. Thank you very much. Very helpful. 1,667.5, 15 on top, 77 takes us to 82.5. 1,682,500. 1,682.5 bid here in front. Is there anything better buys before it sells? At 1,682.5 I have. First opportunity at 1,682.5 and selling away. Second time at 1,682,500. Anything better buys quickly now. Third and final chance. It goes if there's nothing better at 1,682,500. All finished, all done. Ma'am, I need to know, last chance, you want to come back $1,000 or more if you like it there, sir. What do I say? At 1,682.5. Anything more from our online bidder there? At 1,682,500. Make no mistake, we call it 3 times and it goes. At 1,682,500. Bid once, twice, third and final chance. All silent, all finished and done. Done. Congratulations, sir. Sold your way and well bought. 1,682,500 the bid. Gee, a big congratulations to our new owner. You've done exceptionally well. Thank you so much to our other bidders. Make no mistake, Peter Perry will be in contact with you. He'll do his very, very best to help you find another. To our neighbours and our interested onlookers, encourage you to head straight up to Messina now before that queue gets too long. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Folks, Stuart Dixie from the RSA Agents. We'll keep it moving. Thank you, mate. Congratulations, of course, there for you as well. We'll allow our judges to deliberate then over the bidding strategy, and we'll move straight through into our next contestant. Joining us for number 12, Alex Pitaro from Ray White, straight after this. Be right back.
Last 6 hours.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Number 12 in today's competition. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Alex Pataro from Ray White from you. He started out his auctioneering career, former agent and inter-auctions, 18 years of age, back in 2013, where he took out the Real Estate Institute's novice auctioneer winner for the divisional of the Inner West. He then, of course, moved across to LJ Hooker, where he took out the auction idol competition for the international side of things for 3 years in a row with LJ Hooker, and in 2019 was scouted as the New South Wales Chief Auctioneer for Ray White. Ladies and gentlemen, it's with great pleasure I'd like to welcome to the floor Mr. Alex Pataro from Ray White.
No pressure, Ricky. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome. On behalf of Ray White Surrey Hills, your marketing specialists, located at the rear of the room, we've got Jackie, Peter, Thomas as well as Jesse. We'd like to welcome you all here this afternoon and wish you all the very best of luck in your endeavours to purchase this gorgeous property here this afternoon. And given the turnout here today, well, buyers, it should only encourage you into the bidding. But may I add, the boy from the inner west of Sydney, finally invited to conduct an auction in the east. Ladies and gentlemen, the contract that I take you, it's clear, it's concise. We do call for a 10% deposit. 42 days will be your settlement time frame period. The property, it's legally known as lot number 4 in depositor plan 535146, although it's better known to you and I as 18 Nickel Street in Surrey Hills. It's also known to a very select and fortunate few as home. The auction rules state, for those who'd like to be the purchaser today, registration is a prerequisite. I simply ask that you display your numbered identifier when you decide to place your bid. The name in which that you're registering will then be the name that precedes to the contract. So if you're bidding on behalf of a third party, buyers, when I mean third party, I mean it's anyone who's not yourself. It could be a super fund, trust fund, company fund. You need to furnish us with that authority in which it allows you to do so. Now, I am aware that we are running an online auction platform, Auctions Live, for a couple of very COVID-safe buyers. Buyers, if any bids do come from our online auction, I will ask whether they are registered or not before we do obtain a bid from them. Our vendors, they're entitled to one bid and one bid alone, known of course as the vendor bid or the seller's bid. My preference is not to place that bid here today, but due to the circumstance that we're in, I very well may need to, and if I do so, it'll always be below our vendor's reserve price, just to trampoline you closer towards home ownership. If you're waiting for the language words on the market buy as well, that simply may never come this afternoon. It's one of those very few occurrences purchasing at auction. You must be last in order to be first. So once again, bid up with confidence inside the final 3 calls or be prepared to miss out. The remaining terms and conditions have been on display. We'll take the conditions and the contract as being read. Buyers, I'd like to take this opportunity now to ask you any final questions before we begin.
Yes, Mr. Auctioneer, I'm
Yes, sir.
concerned about everything that has been happening with coronavirus.
Yes, sir.
What will happen if the current owner contracts COVID-19 around settlement and is unable to settle due to being quarantined?
Well, so that is an absolute wonderful question. All those guidelines could be on the New South Wales government, but from what I understand, sir, if the owner does contract coronavirus towards the back end of settlement, there very well may need to be an extension to the settlement time to ensure that the property is fit for the purchaser to move in with an appropriate date. So it's certainly a question for the solicitors in due course. Hope that answers your question, sir. Any final questions before we do begin? Nonna always said, figlio. Italians, we just always seem to do it better. The cars, the fashion, our cuisine, and even the cafe. But clearly, Nonna, you hadn't been to Surrey Hills. 18 Nickel Street, the jewel next to Crown. It's got heart, it's got soul, it's got life. Where the restaurants here, buyers, they are so good that they actually had to name one of them twice. Chin Chin. And the aroma of coffee on Crown Street G, buyers, it would penetrate the densest of face masks.
Your new Victorian-style home is separated over an assortment of levels. Three generous-sized living area, three generous-sized bedrooms will ensure all of your family is catered for, even the largest of families. The main bedroom comes with a deluxe ensuite and a dressing room that looks like something straight out of Milan. Downstairs, 3-metre ceilings, fireplace, sleek timber flooring gives you that sense of comfort and warmth. The kitchen, its hub, the centrepiece, the core. And buyers, wouldn't you be glad to know it comes with Nunna's tick of approval. Living and dining area flows effortlessly to the rear courtyard, where there's plenty of room for the entire family. And for their cousins. And for their cousins' cousins too. La Dolce Vita. La Dolce Vita, buyers, it means to live a sweet life. Because here in Surrey Hills, they only speak the language of the relaxed. So buyers, I'm in your hands now for an opening bid, opening offer. Who says go?
1.15.
1.15, gee whiz, sir, that is a little bit light on where we need to be. Can I maybe ask for 1.3, or you'd like to stick with your 1.15?
50.
1,150,000. So I've got your bid, sir, just on your card if I may. $1,150,000. Welcome to the bidding, madam, and very best of luck to you. At $1,200,000, at $1,200,000, it's the bid. $1.2 million, it's the offering, sir. Do you care to take me through to $1.25 million, perhaps? But at $1.2 million, ladies offer in front. At $1,200,000, we bid it away. Are you sure? Edge yourselves towards home ownership. Immerse yourself in style and quality. At $1.2 million, once, twice,
50.
1,250,000. Welcome to the bidding, sir. Can I just see your registration card, if I may? Bid number 7. I wish you the very best of luck. It's $1.25 million and round it up to 1.3. Got your bid there, madam? At 1.3 million and 1, 3 and 5.
Yep.
1, 3 and 5 and 1.4. At
Give me
$1.4
$25.
million at 1, 4 and a quarter. Got you there now, madam? At 1.425.
Make it 1.475.
1,475, and an economically efficient move, sir. That was $50,000 more at $1,475, madam.
I'll match him.
You match him. So that's $75,000 more. That'll take you through to 1,550. Is that correct now, madam? You'll match
I'll
him.
match his bid.
You'll match his bid. 1,525. My apologies. $1,525,000. It's your offer in front. Ladies bid back in front and back in the fray. At 1,525's the offer. Ladies bid in front. Would you care to go on to the $50,000, sir, and take me through to 1,550,000? Or be prepared to miss out at $1,550,000. First, second, third and final opportunity. All done, all finished, all silent. Well, buyers, you simply hesitate, and I do not. Now, I am aware that I did call for 1,550,000. That's where I'll place the vendor bid. Your bid, madam, was in fact 1,525,000. So correction on my end, 1,550,000. The bid's with me now.
I'll be 1.62.
1,6 and 20. Got you there, sir. Back in front and back in the fray. At 16.20 is the offer. Where do we go now? 16.25. At 16.25 is the bid. 16.25 is at 2,000, sir. 16.27. At $1,627,000 and 5 more, 27. That takes me through to $1,627,000 and 5. $1,632,000. $1,632,000 and 35. At 35 I have. 16.35.
Online bid too.
Online
What's
bid.
the online bid? What's this online
I'll
bid?
just get you in a moment, sir. 16.35.
Online bid too.
Is that 2,000, sir? Yeah, 16.37. So I'll pause there. I'll just clarify this gentleman's question. 16.37. Just confirm your bid, please, sir.
Yes.
1,637,000. So I've got
Is it
you,
registered?
sir. So he does hold a numbered identifier. So we do take him that.
10 grand.
Registered
10 grand.
16.37 and 47. Just on your card once again, if I may, sir. 16.47, 47, 47 and 57. 16.57
Online bid
is the
3.
offer. 16.57 and 16.60. Got you back there now, sir. $1,660,000, sir. Are you in or are you out? Immerse yourself in style and quality. Look at the location. Look at where we are positioned at $1,660,000. Are you prepared to let it go at 16.60 is the bid? All done. All finished. Once. Twice. Third and final time before it goes at $1,660,000. Guys, I have wonderful news. In the absence of any better bidding, we enter the valleys of no second chances at $1,660,000 to our online bidder by way of Auctions Live, 1662.5, 1662.5, 65. At 1665, it's the bid, 65 is the offer. 65, where did we get a same here?
Same again.
72.5. 16, 67.5. 1667, $500. That's the offer, sir. Care to round me through to 1,670,000? Are you sure? Prepared to let it go, sir. To our other bidders, are we all done? Are we all silent? At $1,667,500. First, second, third.
1,000.
Oh, that is what we call a buzzer-beating bid, madam. At 1,668,500, 69,500 I have. 69,500. Is that
3,000.
3,000. So that'll take us over to 72,500, 72,73, 1673.
Well, 15 grand, and that's the end.
1673, 10,000 will make it 83, and 5 more's 88. 1688, 500. 1688, $500, it's the offer. All done, all finished, all silent. First, second, third, and final time, all finished, all done, at $1,688,500. Are you sure? All done. All out. All finished, all silent, madam. Do we have your best? Permission to sell. We thank you very much for the bidding. To our opening bidder, to our lamplighter, are you prepared to let it go? At $1,688,000, third and final time, and the 500, can't forget about that. 1688, third and final time, all finished, all done. The property sells, the property is selling, and the property is, sir, welcome home. Sold to you, congratulations, and very, very well purchased. Ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude another auction on behalf of the entire team at Ray White, Surrey Hills, your marketing agents at the rear of the room. I'd like to thank you all very much for your spirited bidding today. Commiserations to our underbidder, and congratulations to you, sir. I'm sure we'll see you very, very soon. Thank you very much.
Well done, that was Caro, of course, from Ray White there for us, giving a stellar call as we move throughout the number process. Again, we'll just take a short break. We've only got 2 contestants to join us here this afternoon, being both Elliot Shoebridge and Max Wiley. Our next contestant, though, will be Elliot Shoebridge from Stone Partners in Motorvale, with a dual role there from Axford Auctions. So we look forward to seeing Elliot with us in a moment's time. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back to our second last competitor today, Mr. Elliot Shoebridge from Stone Partners Motorvale, again in that dual role for Axford Auctions. Elliot's had a distinguished career over real estate, certainly on the charity auction platform and certainly on the social scene as well. Loves a good latte and a bit of fundraising to go with it. Kicked off in 2006 and he's been around the block a couple of times. He's done this particular competition as well as a few others. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Elliot to the floor. Elliot Shoebridge from Stone Partners Motorvale and Axford Auctions. Give him a big round of applause.
Surrey Hills, the place in Sydney where bars won't serve you cosmopolitans because why drink it when you can live it? It's a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Elliot Shoebridge is my name. I'll be overseeing today's sale. I'm here on behalf of the wonderful team of the agency in the city, and in particular our marketing agent, Mr. Peter Perry, who I know has done an exceptional job with the marketing of the property over the last 3 to 4 weeks of the campaign. I know Peter's made all the relevant auction documentation readily available to all your buyers. Included in the contract, you would have seen a certificate of title describing the property as number Lot 4 in Depositor Plan 535146. Along with that, you would have noticed that we offer the property today with a 42-day settlement period and we sell with vacant possession. A very long list of inclusions and exclusions also noted on the front page bias. While the bookshelf stays, our owner's first edition of 50 Shades of Grey is certainly going. Buyers, you would have noticed the conditions of sale that have been on display for you throughout the afternoon. I'm not going to bore you with all of them, but I'm certainly going to touch on what I feel are the more pertinent ones that you should be aware of. All bidders that are registered here today are asked that each and every time you do place your bid, you put your bidder's card up nice and freely so I can take your bid legally at that time. I do have the right to exercise the right to a vendor bid, otherwise known as a seller's bid, on behalf of our vendors here today. If I deem the right to exercise that right, I'll make sure I alert you when doing so. If you're bidding on behalf of a third party or you are bidding online, I'll just need to see some written authority to that effect as well. And most importantly, buyers, the highest bidder this afternoon will be the purchaser, subject that we reach that reserve price. We'll get you to sign the contract evidencing the sale and pay your relevant deposit at the end of today's proceedings. Very straightforward. I take it that you've seen it, you read it, you understand it, and we comfortably move forward on that basis today. Surrey Hills, defined in the real estate dictionary as a suburb known for quality real estate offering low maintenance in a prime position. Buyers, trade your weekends from mowing lawns to drinking cocktails at the finest bars on your doorstep. With this property we offer you today, oozing a cosmopolitan lifestyle. Thoughtfully designed over 3 levels, you're offering 3 bedrooms to ensure your significant others are well catered for. This home is sure to suit all demographics. With a master suite complemented with walk-in robe and ensuite and an additional family bathroom, ensuring there'll be no shortage of showers for that morning rush. Formal lounge and dining complete with fireplace, making it the perfect date night location when you don't feel like venturing out in the cold. But when the warmer months do arrive, take full advantage by opening up the French doors to a sun-drenched alfresco entertaining area. Buyers, the kitchen renovations are so good in this property, it could even make Pete Evans start talking sense again. They're sleek, they're elegant, meaning Sunday roasts are back. Buy, sell your car, cancel your Uber accounts with a plethora of amenities at your doorstep to keep you entertained on weekends. From the Beresford Hotel down the road for that exotic cocktail, the exclusive Chin Chin restaurant only moments away, which is guaranteed for your rumbling stomach for these, and not only the Gelato Messina, where you're going to be able to get the macadamia crunch, which will change your life. Buyers, I hope you've enjoyed your last Cosmo because now's your chance to live it, not drink it. Opening bid, opening offer. Where would you like to see the bidding start?
Mr. Auctioneer, I'm concerned about everything that has been happening with coronavirus.
Yeah, sure.
What will happen?
Like most people buy. Yep, always a question around that.
What will happen if the current owner contracts COVID-19 around settlement and is unable to vacate due to being quarantined?
So just confirming your question is if the owner does contract coronavirus during the settlement period and is unable to move out from the property, is that your question?
That is the question.
Yeah, cool. I understand that. So at this stage, the settlement period is noted as 42 days. That's something I would recommend you take up with your solicitor at the time. But my understanding settlement is going ahead at 42 days at this stage. Thank you. Any other questions? Opening bid, opening offer. Where would you like to see the bidding start, buyers?
1.15.
1.15, sir, I just wish you all the very best at that. At 1,150,000, it's a fair and reasonable start at that. At 1,150,000,
50.
50 on top of 1.2 it is now. I wish you all the best, mate. 1.2 and we're away now. At 1,200,000, sir, 125 might be a good move north of that. What do you say? At 1,200,000 is the offer. At 1,200,000, come back to me, maybe meet me halfway at 25 if you like. What do you say? Plenty of interest in the crowd today. I know Peter's had a lot of interest in that front door over the last 4 weeks of the campaign. At 1,200,000, I will go today. Once, twice,
50.
50. Good to see you, sir. Can I see your registration card there, please? Welcome to the video. I wish you all the best. Bid number 7 at 125. At 1,250,000. Yep, and 3 it is now. 1.3 it is now.
Again.
And 350 it is now. 135 and 4 it is now. 1.4. At
25.
25 and quarter it is now. 1,425 the bid. At 1,425.
Make it
I
1.475.
like your style, sir. At 1,475 it is. At 1,475,000 is the bid.
I'll match him.
Yep, 25, 50 on top and call it 1,525. At 1,525 is the bid. At 1,525 with the bid without delay once, twice, third. Sir, you absolutely sure? You happy to let it go? Sir in the front, you happy to let it go? Think about the opportunity we sell here today. It's a lifestyle decision. 1,525, the bid is with you, man. Make no mistake about that. Sir, how about another 10? North to south and east to west, sir, about to the neck. 1,525 once, twice, third and final opportunity without delay. Well, buyers, I am going to exercise my right to a vendor bid of 1,575. At 1,575,000, where we go now?
I'll bid 1.62.
1.62 and 1,620 is the offer. At 1,620,000 is the offer. Good to see you back there in front, sir. 5 and 25 it is at 1,625.
2.
25 and code 2 on top, sir, just confirming.
2.
27 it is at 1,627. At 1,627 and 32 it is now at 1,632. At 1,632 and 1,3635. At 1,635.
Online bid 2.
I haven't seen my authority for that, sir.
Pardon?
I haven't actually seen your authority.
Yeah, no, I do have an authority.
You do have an authority?
What's an online bid?
Online bid.
Is this person actually legit?
Absolutely, sir. So just confirming your bid just before I answer your question is 1,634, 1,634,000. And your question?
Bid was 2.
2,000?
Yes.
Yeah, 1,634,000 is the bid I've got.
Mr. Auctioneer, my bid was 1,637.
637. My apologies. Confirm 1,637.
And 10 on top.
10 on top of 47. Good to see you there, sir. 1,647.
I'll do the same.
And 57 it is now. 657 it is.
Online bid 3.
3 it is and 70 it is now. At 1,370 the bid. 1,670. My apologies. At 1,670 the bid now. At 1,670,000.
My bid was 3.
Yes, that's correct, sir. 1,670 the bid. 670,000 is the bid now. Yeah.
Mr. Auctioneer, my bid was 1,660,000.
67. So we're at
660,000.
Okay, so we retract that. So we're back at 1,660,000. So 1,660,000, sir, with you, and then she's put another 3 on top from my understanding. Is that correct? 1,660,000 is the bid. We'll go with that. And 1,660,000 is the offer. What do we say to 70? 1,660,000 is the bid without delay. Once, twice, third, and final opportunity at 1,660,000. Man, what do you say? Absolutely sure you haven't let it go, sir? In the front, another 10. Think about the opportunity we sell here today. Sir, and Marie, then we all this way as well. 1,660 is the offer. We'll test you with those calls once, twice, third, and final opportunity at $1,660,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do have some excellent news. We are on the market. We are selling it today. 2.5 at 1.6, 2.5 it is now. 1,660, 2.5 it is. 2.5 on top of 65. 1,665 it is.
Same again.
767,500. At 1,667,500 is the bid. 667,500 is the offer. 1,667,500. What do you say to 70, sir? 167,500 is the bid. At 1,667,500, very quiet to the left. Once, twice, third.
1,000.
1,068,500. Another one. 69,500.
3.
72,500. 73,500. What do you say?
I'll give you 15 grand. It's my last.
85 and a half. 85 and a half. 1,685 and a half is the bid. At 1,685 is the bid and a half is the bid now. At 1,685 is the bid without delay. Once, twice, third, and final opportunity at 1,685,000 and a half. Where do we go? All silent, all done. You guys on the left, you're absolutely sure. Ma'am on the right, you're out. Sold, sir, and congratulations and welcome to Surrey Hills. On behalf of Peter, the whole team at the agency, thank you for your attendance and enjoy the balance of your weekend. Cheers.
Well done, Elite Shoebridge. They're conducting that second last auction for us here this afternoon. Again, our judges will deliberate. We'll take a short moment, and then joining us up for our very last competitor in today's heat will be Mr. Max Wiley from McGrath State, and stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our 14th contestant here for us in the Real Estate Institute of New South Wales Senior Auctioneering Heat. Gives me great pleasure. Our next auctioneer is Max Wiley from McGrath Estate Agents. He started his real estate career in around 2013 or thereabouts, and he's quickly progressed up the ranks and certainly becoming a well-regarded auctioneer within Sydney itself. He took out Auctioneer of the Year from McGrath in 2018, and I'm very sure to say that he'd be tickled pink to be here today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our very final contestant, Mr. Max Wiley, McGrath Estate Agents.
There's a common theme in life where everybody despises coming last. Put all that aside and you have what we call an auction, where it's those that are left to last, well, they end up taking home the chocolates. Whether you're a potential purchaser, an interested onlooker, or you're just back to support family and friends, I wish you all the very best with your endeavours. Max Wiley is my name, and I'm honoured to present on behalf of Peter Perry, Fraser Turvey, and the whole team at the agency, a team that is synonymous with selling quality real estate, and I hope for your sake that it's absolutely no different here today. They bring to market a property number 18 Nichols Street in Surrey Hills. But before I give you the opportunity to secure this magnificent family home, an investment in not only your family but your future, I'm going to ever so briefly price you the contract. It's a clean and concise 2019 edition contract for Lot 4 in Depositor Plan 535146, or as you and I know it more simply, 18 Nichols Street in Surrey Hills. The contract clearly states 42 days to complete, which means should you be the successful purchaser here today, you'll sign the contract, pay a set 10% deposit, and all this will be all yours on the 11th of August 2020. We sell under the usual terms and conditions of auction. Any person may bid. If you are bidding on behalf of someone else, I just require the written consent authorising you to do so. You need to be registered to bid here today, and I require you to raise your bidder's card aloft, identify yourself for each and every bid that you make. The vendors have given me a reserve price, the highest bidder at or above that reserve price, where you will be the purchaser. Should we struggle to get there to the reserve price, that is, I may place one bid for on behalf of our vendors, have comfort in knowing I'll only do so well beneath that written figure. They've come here to meet the market. I personally don't like placing a vendor's bid, so place yours instead. As the auctioneer, I may refuse a bid. If there is a disputed bid, I'll be the sole arbitrator. And finally, I cannot accept any bids after the fall of the hammer, so please do bid up and bid with confidence here today. Is everyone happy with regards to the property, the contract, and the terms and conditions?
Mr. Auctioneer,
Yes,
I
sir.
am concerned about everything that has been happening with coronavirus. What will happen if the current owner contracts COVID-19 around settlement and is unable to vacate the property due to being quarantined?
Sir, I can make you feel a little bit comfortable in the fact that you're not the only person who's been concerned about coronavirus. What I can tell you is I've seen a few contracts of late. A lot of them have had written instructions around that. This one doesn't. So you can have and bid with extreme confidence here today, knowing that should you be the successful purchaser, you will have this property all yours on the 11th of August 2020. Does that answer your question, sir? The only thing you need to worry about is if it's a lemon or a lime in your Corona. Then I wish you all the very best with your endeavours here today. Any other questions? Property, contract or terms? We're all happy? I like it. As a young bloke growing up in the country, you learn from a very young age that hard work will get you so far, and then, well, just pray for rain. But don't wait for it to rain here today. Be bold, be confident. To put it simple, be the winner. For those interested parties, I commend you. You've worked hard to be in a position to bid and secure this family home. It's a testament to you that you've clearly made a lot of good decisions in your life. I'm here to help you make one more today. Your presence confirms your intelligence as a home buyer, as the suburb in which you buy into can only be described as the new Paddington. The one with modern sophistication, the one with rural-like views over your parks, your amenities, and the one in which you can soak up and enjoy everything that it has to offer. To put it simply, Surrey Hills is drenched in everything that lets you and your family reap the rewards of your hard labour. In the 1800s, Isaac Nichols, like you, he loved the location, but what his rolling hills of farmland didn't have was an elegant terrace with just the right sophistication, modern period character and charm sprawled throughout. Beyond the red doors, you've got the polished timber floorboards and these soaring 3-metre high ceilings. I don't know if they're the highest ceilings in the world, but geez, for a short fella, they're up there. This is an exciting journey we begin right now. This really could be all yours. It's no longer a dream, it's the reality. You might need to stretch yourself that little bit further over the coming moments, and I urge you to do so. You're either going to look back at an opportunity you simply missed, or one in which it was the best decision in your life. For those registered parties here today, be bold, be confident. I call to you, simply make it rain. An opening bid, an opening offer. Where do we go? Where do we start?
1.15.
Just see that card there, sir. 1,150,000 at a mere 1,150,000. Geez, it'd be good buying at that level, but it's a start nonetheless. I wish you all the very best with your endeavours, sir. At a mere 1,150,000, 50 on top makes it 1,2. At 1,200,000, ma'am holds it there on the right-hand side, so you can see the competition. What do we say Northwood from there? Make it 2.5 if you like it. At 1,200,000, I call it away simply for the want of a better bid. First time in calling at 1,200,000, I'm bid now here for the second time,
50.
all finished and done. 250. At 1,250,000, I'm bid now here. 1.3. At 1.3, I'm bid.
Again.
Ma'am holds it. 50.
Yep.
350. 4. At 1,400,000, 50. At 1,425, can only try. At 4.25, same for
Make
you,
it
sir.
1.475.
475. 50 on top. 475, I'm bid.
I'll match him.
25, 525 at 1,525. I'm bid now here at 5.25 bid, ma'am. You're in front. You're in the best position to own it. At 1,525, I simply call it away for the want of a better bid. Ma'am holds it on the right hand side at 1,525. I'm bid. First time in calling. Second time for the third and final time. Geez, I don't believe my eyes. Surely, sir, you come back in and above that at 1,525. What do we say, sir? A mere 25 on top if you like it. Sir, definitely got your best at 1,525. You hesitate, I don't. I nudge it along now at 1,550,000. Called for the 25. I'll take it there now
I'll
with a
bid
vendor's bid.
1.62.
162. Jeez, it's good to see you back at that level, sir. Beat that, he says.
5.
At 625. 25 was it, man?
5.
5,000. 630. At 630, I'm bid
Two.
now here.
But no, my bid was 5,000.
5,000. He was 625. You can be 630.
My
Yeah.
bid was 1,625.
1625, sorry. 1625 I'm bid now here.
Two.
At 625 I'm bid 7. Actually, sorry man, hang on a second. Sir had it there at 625, I believe.
My bid
You're
was
625. You're 625. Just got it there at 625 on bid.
Two.
Definitely got it there at 25. 2 on top, 627. At 627 I'm bid now
5
here.
more. 5 more.
33. At 633. At 33 I'm
5
bid.
more.
At 1,000,000.
600
627.
and 5.
And 5 more. 28, 29, 32. 32, I got it there. At 632. At 632. At 632, I'm bid now here. 3 on top, 635. At 35, I'm bid now
Online
here.
bid
At
too.
635. So just make sure you're registered there. At 635, I'm bid. Definitely got
Online
your card.
bid
What's
too.
an online
2,000.
bid?
637 it is. At 637, I'm bid now
What's an
here.
online bid?
Sir's registered online. It's with Auction Live. You can bid online at 637.
Is it
Would you like
legit?
to come in? It's definitely legit. He's registered.
Right.
He's got a card there, sir.
I'll
And
give
he's
you
got
10
the
grand.
prior documentation. 10 grand,
10 grand.
47. At 47, I'm bid now here.
Hold
At
the
47, at 57, at 57, they bid an all
Online
opportunity.
bid 3.
At 57, I'm bid now here. And takes me to 60. It's 660. At 1,660,000, sir holds it at 660 to bid an all the opportunity there on the left hand side. At 1,660,000, sir holds it against you, ma'am. Have I definitely got your best? Sir, definitely got your best at 1,660,000. I call it away now quickly. First time in calling at 1,660,000. Second time, all finished and done. For the third, final time, quickly now at 1,660,000. Man, what about for a mere $500? Positive I've got your best? Don't believe my eyes. It could be the best $500 you ever spend at 1,660,000. What do we say? Definitely got your best, man? At 660, I'm bid against you. Sir, definitely got your best? At 1,660,000, sir, definitely got your best. Well, I give you some very good news. Unfortunately, it's not for you. It's for the gentleman here on my left-hand side, and it's that we're selling the property here today.
Maybe
Make
2.5.
no mistakes. At 2.5, at 662.5, I'm bid now here. What do we say, sir? I'm selling it away at 662.5. What do we say, sir? 5. At 5.
Two
At
and a half.
665. At 665. At 665, I'm bid now here.
Same again.
At 665, I'm bid 7.5. At 667.5. At 1,667.5, and let the tongue twisters begin. At 1,667.5, sir, holds it, ma'am. Definitely got your best. We're all signed, all finished, all done. First time in calling, second time, all finished and done. At 1,667.5, I'm bid for the third,
1,000.
final time.
1,000.
1,668. You almost had it. Lucky for some. Another 1,000, sir. Definitely, or is it the 2.5? Another one. 669.
3.
3.
My bid was 669.5.
669.5. I got you there, sir. And you're 3. 669.5, and 3 takes me to 72.5. At 72.5, I'm bid. 72.5, I'm bid. You've got it, sir. You hold it. 72.5. Sorry, ma'am holds it here. What would you like, sir? One more. At 1,672.5, and you're 3.5, sir. 3.5. At 3.5, I'm bid now here. At 1,673.5, sir holds it up the
15
back.
And 15 grand. That's
15,000.
my last.
Don't give away your tactics that easy. 575. 675, is it, sir? Just confirm it there at 675.
No, it was 15 grand on top.
Sorry, it's 74. 74, is it, sir? Can I confirm it there with you? At 74? At 1,674, I'm bid. Have I got you there, sir? At 74, I'm bid. I sell it away now for the want of a better bid. I make it abundantly clear. I call it 3 times. Ma'am, definitely got your best. At 1,674,000, I call it away for the first time in calling. For the second time, all finished and done. For the third, final time, we're all signed, all finished, all done. Ma'am, definitely, positive. Sir, got your best. I sell it away now quickly. All done. Sold. Congratulations and well bought for $1,674,000. To our highest bidder here today, congratulations. You've purchased a magnificent home in a great location. To our underbidders, please continue to speak to Pete, Fraser, the entire team here at McGrath. I thank you so much for everyone for coming along. Have a very safe and happy afternoon. Thank you.
Mr. Max Riley from McGrath. Thank you so much, Max, of course, and our last contestant there for us this afternoon. What's going to take place now, our judges are going to deliberate across the day, seeking, of course, the submissions across all 14 auctioneers. Stay tuned. We'll be right back letting you know who makes our finals for tomorrow.